We're back.
We are back.
And we're super hyped.
Yes, we are playing fun decks today.
Yeah.
You aren't going to win a Submasters with them or
That's
anything.
true, yeah.
But I think Lorwyn printed some pretty cool commanders. And I was very intrigued. I think we talked about it in the review about this transforming mechanic, because this is the first time we've had the mechanic like this, where it's not you play 2 spells and then it flips back and the opponent has something to do, or like with a day and night cycle, but you have the choice when you want to flip it. You have a triggered ability once. This is an interesting mechanic.
Absolutely.
And I'm certainly looking forward to seeing how it plays out.
Yeah, so we have, just talking about the deck shortly, we have Bridget on my side. You will see her in another session against a third deck. This lady is a token producer on the front side and a cradle on the back side.
Yep.
Which is a pretty powerful effect if you get to resolve that. Therefore, if you have a look at the list, I included some low mana payoffs. We intentionally, since we build the decks a bit against each other, we intentionally did not include the usual powerhouse lines. You won't see any Cloud, like both of those decks feature Skullclamp, but I intentionally not included Cloud in either of them to not have the usual line of I play my Cloud, I Skullclamp it, I draw 4 cards and I win off of that card advantage, you know?
Yeah.
We also included a couple of fancy, so I actually brew both of those decks. The Merfolk is an Azorius Tempo deck, more or less, and we have some fancy things to do with the front side as well as the back side.
And some cards we haven't seen in decks in quite a while.
Or never before.
Because they've been maybe outpaced in terms of power level. And this is a cool place to be able to play those.
Exactly.
So we'll see if you... Maybe we don't see them in the gameplay, but have a look at the lists and find some cool stuff.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm looking forward to do that. Your guy on the front side drawing cards, on the back side it gives protection from all colors.
Exactly, which works pretty well with some of the effects that we have in the deck here. If you have a bunch of blockers and I get to get in with my Ocelot Pride, gain a life and make some more tokens, these sorts of things, they'll be cool if they happen. So
definitely.
yeah.
We never, you know what would be cool? It's like talking about old cards. If we have the Geist and Ascent from Ocelot Pride, create another Angel and then a
True,
that would be pretty cool, right?
That may happen, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So,
we have to see who starts.
Yes.
I will pick this one.
Okay, I'll pick this one.
Oh, I was thinking for a second this would be the Scissors.
It's not. It's not.
So I will be starting.
Yes,
we'll resolve mulligans and get back.
All right.
Okay.
We are back.
Back to the first game.
Yes. Felix
7
is on 6.
On your side.
7 on my
6
side.
on my side. And as we said last time, a subscription on the viewer's side.
Oh, that would be cool, yeah.
Right. I will start the game without a 1-drop.
Okay.
But I'll use my time. I will mill or surveil a Worldly Tutor.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
I will draw. I will play a Misty Rainforest and pass the turn.
All right. Draw a card. I would like to fetch.
That resolves.
Great. Search myself a Plains. And I would like to cast a Tithe Taker.
That's a good card.
It's a good card against you, yeah.
That resolves.
You have to fetch in response.
Oh, it's activated ability?
Yeah.
As well? I thought it was just turn. Then I will fetch 4 aces. That's a cool Plains.
Yeah, I decided to go for my very first set of basic lands. I also included my favorite forests that look like I think they look like a Misty Rainforest. You know which one I'm talking about, right?
Which one we're talking about.
Yeah.
All right.
Pass a turn.
Okay.
Yeah. You surveilled a desert beach. Yeah.
With that being the case, I think I will play a Seachrome Coast and my commander.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Oh, we need to surveillance into. No, I want a creature in play
Yeah,
before I
you
play.
want the
Never
creature in
mind.
play. Yeah.
I thought that he had that ability. Then I'll start us off with a Denek.
Okay.
And pass the turn.
All right. Then draw. Yeah, I think I will fetch for the sake of showing you the forests.
You get a with your Misty Rainforest.
I get a Misty Rainforest.
Yeah, they do resemble each other. Those two
right.
artworks.
Yeah. And then I would like to cast my commander.
That's pretty good.
Then I make a Kitkin on ETB.
Yes.
Which we don't have to token for, but we have.
Oh, we do have a Kithkin soldier.
Okay,
not not quite the correct token, but I think that's good enough.
Alfie got us covered.
Yes.
Since your creature has 3 toughness, I will not attack and pass a turn.
Okay, I'll untap. I'll draw. I think I will play a starting turn and pass a turn.
Then draw for turn. Then I have a trigger.
Yep.
I would like to activate it.
Yes.
She will turn around.
So she is a cradle, and yeah.
Then I play a land. I'll play an Utopia Sprawl onto a Lush Portico. Call white.
Yes.
And float a white. Cast an Evagen's Pilgrim.
Yes.
And then I would like to float 3 green.
Not 4?
No, for other creatures.
Other creatures, yeah.
And with the additional white, I will pay another white, and I would like to try and cast a Nyxburn Hydra onto my Tithe Taker. X equals 4.
That is pretty good. I think that's worth a mana leak.
That's worth a mana leak. Yeah. I think you are right. Then I will pass the turn.
Okay, I'll untap. I'll draw. I'll play land. And a Delny.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's one of the cards that we talked about.
Yes, one of the cool synergies.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll be drawing 2 cards next turn.
Yeah.
I'll pass the turn.
We'll see about that. Then I draw for turn. I think I will leave it as it is.
Okay.
I think I will start by casting a Solitude in my main phase.
That's pretty good.
I would like to exile your Delny.
Yeah, I'll gain 2 life.
Yes. And then I still can't really attack into your Denek without losing my queen, so I will pass a turn.
Okay. I'll draw. I'll play a land. Play a Teferi. And bounce.
Respawn.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Cast a Wandering Rescuer.
Oh. Other tapped creatures you control have hexproof. Okay. That's fine. Then I'll bounce the Rescuer.
Okay.
Draw a card. Maybe make blocking a little bit more difficult. I will play Sig, target Denek, and pass a turn.
Okay.
No attacking, not blocking.
Attacking attempt.
Yeah, I think the trade with Solitude is just a little bit too clean.
Since you know about that, I will activate her.
Okay.
Make another Kitkin. And then I would like to attack Teferi with 1 Kitkin and those 2.
Okay. I will block Solitude and block Pilgrim.
So those trade, I will gain 3 life.
Yeah.
Pilgrim dies.
I gain 2 life from the Dennick.
You gain 2 life from Dennick.
This is dead as well.
This is also dead, yep. And then I have 1 untapped Kitkin. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Then I will play him Sorcery Speed again.
Yeah.
And I pass the turn.
Okay, all your creatures are tapped, yeah.
Yeah, all my creatures are tapped now.
Alright. I will draw. Play a land.
Lots of lands on your side.
I think I'll play a Witch Enchanter to kill your Utopia Sprawl.
That's okay.
And pass the turn.
It's relatively harmless, I would say. In comparison, what could happen?
Yeah.
Draw cards. I will pay the trigger.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's play.
I will.
A call or a worldly.
I will tap her for 4. 5, 6, 7. Play a Call of Calling for 4.
Okay.
Search myself a Gear Hulk.
Oh, that's very good.
Which provides the most value here, I think.
And also the turn after I use my Witch Enchanter because it's not good. I was like, it's probably not getting that much better.
Yeah.
You find the Gear Hulk. That's painful.
That's pretty powerful. And I will probably go for 2 1-drops. I will go for the Figure of Fable. Because I think it's a nice way to invest my mana from Bridget.
Yes.
I think it's rather a portable hole.
Okay.
Actually, I forgot about the fact that this card also has Convoke. And since I do not plan to attack with those creatures, may I use this 3 and save myself these 3. So I searched
Felix forgetting his favorite card.
My favorite card, because I didn't play it for a year or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I would like to attack with the Rescuer. No, wait. I will remember it.
Okay.
I played a portable hole.
Yes.
I get rid of Dennick.
That's fine.
Good. Then, yeah, let's put it outside. Or, yeah, let's leave it like this. Whatever. Then I will attack.
Yes,
then he will
take
probably,
3.
It's 6. She has double strike.
She has double strike. Take 6.
Okay, not blocking.
I have 22 life.
Fair. Then I will play the Fable.
Yeah.
The Figure of Fable, and I will level
her up
once.
Yeah.
Pass the turn. Now we have it.
So I think this deck does not play any board wipes, right?
No, it does not.
And I have
Parallax Wave.
Play a land, play my commander as a chump blocker, and pass the turn.
Lots of things happening. Draw a card. Trigger on stack. I will float 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Then she turns around. I make another Kitkin. For 1, I cast a Halfling. And then I have 5 left. For 3, I activate the second one.
2 left, and you have 4. Yeah, so you can make her.
And then I will go for the final stage.
Yeah.
So now it's a 7/8 with protection from each of your opponents.
Yeah.
That's mighty.
Yeah.
But I also had to spend more than 10 mana for
yeah.
Then I will go for combat.
Yeah.
With this, and I think I will also attack with her. Because there are bigger targets that you need to deal with.
Okay. But Why would you not attack with the other guys as well then?
Yeah, I mean, I can attack with the Kitkins. One has Summoning Sickness.
Yeah.
But the Type Taker
because
leave
I
behind.
am blocking the
You're on 17.
Emperor, and this take 7, 11, 13. So I got a 4.
Yeah.
And we'll have to see if the top of my deck has
the P-Wave.
Anything.
Go ahead.
I
So
think I keep this in hand because if it's a... That's interesting. Is there...
This one is dead, right? Because
yeah, that's dead. Yeah. So I will see if the deck does play anything. I will play a Mockingbird to copy
that's cool.
the Bright Glass Gearhawk.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So if it wasn't for the figure, I would have been able to get like an on thin ice and a portable hole.
Exactly, yeah.
And remove some stuff, trade here. Might have been okay, but because this has protection from each opponent, then that is game.
Cool. That's a cool finish. A Loven finish.
Yes.
All right, we will go over to the second round. Okay.
Game 2.
Yeah.
We've both kept 7.
Fortunately this time, yes.
I'm on the play. I will start us off with a Snow-Covered Plains and pass the turn.
Okay. I will draw. I will fetch myself a Forest and a Llanowar Elf.
I will monetize the Llanowar.
That's fair. Then it's your turn.
I will untap. I will draw. I will play a Snow-Covered Island and pass the turn.
Untap, draw. That's another cool card, I would say. Play a land. I would like to play a Guide of Souls.
That's fine.
And a Quirion Ranger.
Yeah.
Then I have a trigger.
Yep.
Gain a life, make an energy token.
Yep.
Energy counter, and then it's your turn.
End of turn, I'll play a Containment Priest.
That's cool.
Untap.
Yep.
Draw.
Not the...
Play a land.
Yep.
And play my commander. And attack for 2.
Yep, I'm not going
Draw
to block.
a card. Oh, that's interesting. I think I will do that. Mockingbird to copy Guide of Souls.
That seems good.
Pass the turn.
Okay. Interesting development here already, I would say. I will fetch for a Savannah. Cast my commander.
I will respond.
With a subtlety.
With a...
Solitude.
With a Solitude. And exile the Guide of Souls. Trigger, gain a life, and an energy. Oh, you have the energy.
I have the energy, yes, okay. That's true. Yeah. But I can give it over to you because this guy is exiled and I don't have anything else to do with energy counters.
That was loud.
Then I make a Kitkin token.
Yep.
Nonetheless, and I will pass the turn.
Okay.
That was a good response.
Untap. Draw. That's a funny sequence.
You don't make use of your trigger?
I have this trigger on the stack.
Okay.
And I don't make use of it.
Okay.
Because I drew an Ocelot Pride to trigger my Guide of Souls.
This game is ending quickly.
I will go to combat.
Yeah.
And attack for 1. Flying.
Because of Mockingbird.
Because of Mockingbird.
Yeah.
Oops. Pass the turn. End of turn, make a cat. Trigger, make an energy. Go to 23.
8. Okay.
Not quite City's Blessing.
Not yet City's Blessing. I will draw a card, have a trigger on stack, which I will use to convert her. Can't really do that much, to be honest, apart from getting myself another Bridget. So
how does this work?
It has all activated abilities of other creatures that I have that don't have the same name as this card.
Okay.
So in a singleton format, this one has now Aquarian Ranger activation and a Bridget, which is quite cool.
Yeah.
And in a scenario in which I would have some payoffs in my hand, which currently the viewers see, I don't. Otherwise, I would have played them already. That would mean lots of mana in addition to the Ranger. But it seems I have to pass a turn.
Okay. So this turn, draw. I will use this ability. Flip Sig. Trigger.
Yep.
Target a
Also
cat.
right. Yep.
So I will just go to combat.
Yep.
Attack like this. Guide of Souls trigger on the Ocelot Pride. Pay 3 energy. Put 2 counters. Okay.
Since this will be I think it will be my last act. Lose a life. Cast a Reverent Mantra, call white.
Your creatures.
All creatures.
All creatures gain protection.
So this would fizzle.
I mean, it's not your last act.
It is my last act.
Okay, but wait, I'm sorry. We have to. I can't even.
You can't even do it, right?
I can't even target.
Yeah.
Because of have to target the Guide of Souls or Sig.
Or Sig. Yeah, I would still do that.
Yeah.
So you're losing your energy. Then I still get 4 damage.
You get 4 damage.
1, 2, 3, 4. You gain 1 life.
I gain 1 life, and then end of turn, I will make a cat.
And you have this as a blessing, and you.
No, I'm still. This is 5.
True.
8.
Okay.
So now I'm at
still 1
now
down.
I'm at 9.
Yeah.
Next turn I'm at City's
And
Blessing.
I have to draw myself.
I gain 1 more life.
Yep.
And get another energy.
I have to draw a answer to that, and I draw land. And since I have 3 lands, we can go over to game 3.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Back again.
Game 3. I will start with a Plains and a Mother of Runes.
That's a good card.
Pass a turn. It is indeed.
I will.
You hopefully have an answer for that.
Play a 1-drop, but it's not quite as good in the face of a Mother of Runes. I will start us off with a Command Tower and an Ocelot Pride.
That's true. It's not very attractive. I will continue with a Wild Growth and a Marvin again.
So you have 2 Mother of Runes.
I have 2 Mother of Runes.
Okay.
That's a turn.
I will untap. I will draw. I will play a Tundra and cast a Middling Mage, naming Bridget.
That's boring.
You made the deck?
That's true. My turn?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Oh, that's scary.
I will bestow a Nyxborn Hydra onto Marvin.
Yeah.
And have a 4/4 with trample and reach, and I will attack for 4. Pass the turn.
16. Untap. Draw. I'll play a Starting Town. Keep us going with another cool new card.
Oh yeah, the Flithering Nuisance. Really nice.
Enters with a -1/-1 counter. Oh, we do have. Yeah. And I can remove it for 3 mana to make my creatures draw a card when they deal damage.
Yeah.
Next, well, whenever I want to play it. Then I'll pass the turn.
Then you pass the turn. Draw a card. Ooh, that's powerful. I love it.
Okay.
That's very powerful. We'll cast a Legolas Quick Reflexes. Target this guy. I will just go with it as it is.
Yeah.
Then I will attack. Deal 4 damage to the Meddling Mage.
Okay. Meddling Mage dead. Take 4.
And you may block if you like.
Nope, it has trample.
And then I will try to cast my commander.
I think I will remount that.
Okay.
Draw a card.
That seems fine. And then I pass a turn.
Untap. Draw. I think I just have to try to draw my way out, which means casting my commander.
Yeah.
Targeting the fairy.
Yeah.
And
that's what I thought.
Attacking.
Yeah.
Draw a card. And pass the turn.
All right. Draw a card. Okay. Yeah. Why not? Go for combat. Attack.
No blocks.
Yeah, then I will play another Kitkin. The Kinscare Sentry.
When he attacks, you can put a creature from your hand into play, where X is less than
X
the number of attacking creatures.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
This one resolves.
Yep.
And then I would like to cast a Quirion Ranger as well.
That's pretty good.
Yep. Then I pass the turn.
End of turn, I will flash in a Spectral Sailor.
Yeah. The cool Russian foil I haven't played for quite some time.
I'll draw a card. Then I have a trigger for the Prophet. I will use the trigger, flip him, and give Ocelot protection. Then play a land, and it appears I have drawn myself out.
Well,
play a Parallax Wave.
That's okay.
Then,
but okay, yeah, okay.
It costs me some counters, but I get to. I'll go to combat and attack for 3. Attack for 3. Gain 1. And since I don't want to waste counters, if this gets to untap, I would like to target it.
Yeah, give it protection.
Yeah. Then that fizzles. Then I will eat Mom.
Okay.
And pass the turn. Oh, sorry, end of turn. I get 2 cats and have the City's Blessing.
Yeah.
I wanted to put it face down so that we remember, but sure. I went with bad.
Move to combat.
Eat the Kethkin.
Move to second main.
Yeah.
Okay. Good that we clarified.
Yeah, sorry.
White 1, green floating. Haywire Might. Then with the green, cast a Diadrine. X0.
X is 0, so he comes as a 2/2.
With 2, yeah. Then I pass the turn.
Yeah, I will untap, trigger to respond. So okay, so I will activate target. So activate target,
This one you target.
Target this one?
Yeah.
And then activate target this one.
Yeah. Well, this one comes.
And then these come back.
Yeah.
Then I'll draw. Play a land.
So
sorry.
She's a 0/1.
Yes.
She's not dead, but yeah.
I have the City's Blessing, that's correct. Then his trigger's on the stack after I've drawn my card, and I will flip him back.
Yep.
Give my Spectral Sailor this ability. Play a land.
Play a cool land.
Play a very cool land.
Yeah.
So I will activate this
that's
ability,
a
remove the -1/-1 counter.
Really nice one, yeah.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is I don't get to gain life right now.
That's true.
But I couldn't have changed anything there. So yeah, I will attack with these 3.
Yeah, I can't block either of them.
So
no, I can block with the next one rather. Because it has reach.
It does have reach.
Oh,
I forgot about that.
That's good.
Then Sig targets himself, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a 2/2 now, right? So
yeah.
I will most likely block the fairy then. Take 2.
Take 3.
3.
And I gain draw 3
You
cards.
draw 3 cards, right?
Those were not the correct So I will play a Voice of Victory and pass the turn.
Okay.
No trigger on.
Have to draw something big. That's not really big. So I'll probably just cast my commander. Like a Kitkin. And actually, since I have this activation potentially, I will play my land.
Yeah.
Attacking into your voice is not beneficial. I will pass the turn.
Okay. I'll untap. I will flip Sig and give my Ocelot Pride protection.
Yep.
Then I'll draw for turn. Play a land. Then it's just the Sig attacking. If I do this, then I'll pass the turn.
Okay. It's interesting to see that you have so many cards in hand, but nothing seems to help. Actually, there's no point in not activating the thing.
Yeah, you get a kill.
Yeah.
The turn after.
Exactly. So I will flow the white.
Yeah.
Flip her with the white floating. I play a Portable Hole, eating your voice. Or I try. Yeah. That's fair. Then I would like to go for combat.
Yeah.
Attack with Bridget.
I think I will. So this is what I was sad about. I had a Containment Priest in the draws.
Oh yeah.
Which would have been great with the Parallax Wave still in play. I'll play the Containment Priest and I'll block.
Yeah, I will give it protection from white.
Everything's dumb. There's no anything. I'll just play the Containment Priest and
take 3 damage.
Take 3 damage.
Okay.
It's you forget about Marvel.
But the board is quite complex. I have multiple effects, multiple cards. It's okay.
I can basically forget about ever interacting with any of your creatures.
That's correct. Yeah.
Which makes the game sort of hopeless in my eyes.
Regards,
I flip target Sig. With his own ability, draw a card. Go to combat.
Yeah.
Attack with Sig.
Yeah.
Trigger.
Block.
Draw a card. Play a land.
I think it's interesting. The Parallax Wave was really, really powerful.
Yeah, but 2 Moms is very
good,
powerful against a deck that doesn't play any board wipes and tries to win
the
game with creatures.
Yeah, all 3 decks do that.
No, I think I just have to pass the turn.
Okay. Draw a card. Easy. Value. Have a trigger.
Yeah.
Which I will pay with that.
She costs white to flip back.
That's correct. Thank you. Yeah. 2 Kitkins. You're at 6. You have 6 blocking creatures. Okay, that's not too crazy, I would say. Yeah, go for combat.
Okay.
With Bridget and the Sentry.
Go 2 blockers?
Yeah.
Block with 2 cats.
Each of them?
Yeah.
Okay, I gain 2 life. Then I pass the turn.
Okay. End of turn, I will activate the Sailor.
To draw.
To draw. And flash in a Brazen Borrower.
Okay.
Untap. Draw. Trigger. I will flip.
Yeah.
Sorry, wrong land. Give the Brazen Borrower protection.
Yep.
And attack 4/5.
Yep. Go to 6.
Pass the turn.
Okay. Then I draw for turn. I will probably flip her again. I will move to combat. I will attack with these creatures. Yeah, doesn't make any sense.
Okay, I would like to go to declare blockers.
Yes.
I need to block 3 creatures. Because if I don't, then you kill me with the Pendelhaven. So I will block Bridget. I will block the Voice of Victory. We'll block the Kinslayer Sentry. And the Sailor will block the Ranger.
Okay. Before damage, pump the Ranger and give protection from white.
That's fine.
Good.
So you go to 8.
I go to 8, yeah.
And
these 2 die.
These 2 die. And I take 4, so I go to 2.
Yep. Then second main?
Yes.
I'm gonna attempt to cast the Bristlebane Battler.
That's fine.
Enters with 5 -1/-1 counters.
Yep.
Then I pass the turn.
End of turn. I will play a Solitude. And attempt to exile this guy.
it will protect itself from white.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tap, draw, draw, land, then you are at 8, and I have, sorry, no land drop yet. I will flip the sig.
No. You could just...
Yeah. Sorry.
Samuel's completely offline.
Yes. The borrower will get the trigger.
Yeah.
And then I have a land, a skyclave for this guy.
Yeah.
And a jailer for this guy.
I think this was only opponent, right? Oh, it was non-creature. Never mind, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's non-creature. You
Yeah,
can exile your wild.
Yeah, that's
wild
true.
cards go to 10.
That's right.
I have 2 tokens from this.
Yeah,
You can block 1 creature.
Yeah. It's 5 that I cannot block already.
Yeah, and then...
And I have to block the biggest one.
Yep.
And this will be the... Okay.
Whoa.
GG.
GG.
Quite an exhausting game.
Yeah, I had a Harbinger in hand that I drew very early on, which would have put me to a single white mana the whole game.
Yeah, this would have been great.
Yeah, and a Force Spike, which never did anything. And then I had to... the Solitude was a very lucky draw at the end there, because I have Skyclave and Palace Jailer in hand.
This would have also been a great...
card.
Yeah, I didn't draw anything for several turns, and... Yeah, I mean, we know the thing about Parallax Wave.
Yeah.
It made such a big difference already.
Yeah.
Even if I got rid of it or forced you to use some of those counters.
Yep.
As always, quite a game changer.
Absolutely.
But interesting session. Hopefully not too long for you to watch, guys. But
yeah, the first 2 games were quick, and the last game
was
a
very
board stall. So yeah,
a couple of mistakes, but some of those cards I rarely play, so I don't have
same
the
on
exact
same on my side. You know, it's these like protections from everything in a tournament. I mean, I would have lost that game.
Yeah,
because my Ocelot Pride would have died to the Haywire Might. But these interactions, you know, they happen, and we're playing these decks.
More or less
for fun,
yeah,
and then this stuff happens, and you're like, okay, well, you could have thought of that, but having 2 Mother of Runes in play is also like I'll probably lose the game. But it worked in the end there. Yeah, difficult matchup.
Yeah, also
difficult game to play.
The trigger from the Kitkin to put my Bristlebane onto the field, you know, because you had the containment breach, and at some point you're losing the focus. So okay,
thanks for watching.
Yep.
Cool matchup. See you next time.
All right.